Mother Nature can bring us animals of all shapes, sizes, and types. In today's video, you'll see the absolute monsters of our world that people randomly captured on camera. Some of them have broken world records so big you could only dream about seeing them in real life, like the whale. But there are some animals that aren't supposed to be gigantic, like this crocodile that's the size of a yacht, or this elephant, the size of 2 double-decker buses. What about this huge snake or this gigantic bull? Mother Nature is full of jaw-dropping surprises. Make sure to watch till the end for the biggest of them all, and remember to subscribe for more amazing videos just like this. Now let's dive in. Meet the largest crocodile in the world. How big is it? Well, you see these tiny creatures swimming around it? That's actually human beings. All right, that's not real. It's a full-size animatronic puppet with a moving head, tail, and snapping jaws that fully function underwater, explicitly created for the movie Lake Placid. Respect to the creators. For a moment, I thought the girl would ride that uber giraffe. Just look how big it is. Their legs alone are taller than many humans, about 6 feet. Plus, they can run as fast as 35 miles an hour over short distances, so you'll always get on time with that spontaneous Tinder date. I believe giraffes are underrated creatures. A huge beast with long hair colored like a leopard. This guy astonishes me much more than aliens or chupacabras. Check out this pussycat. It needs a huge pool full of water just to cool off. Unlike domestic cats, tigers enjoy spending time in the water, and they love to swim for hours. Tigers can swim for several miles and have even been reported as swimming for 30 miles in just a day. Tigers can also fight for the title if you think no one can beat lions as the greatest predators. In fact, tigers are the largest among other wild cats. Sorry, Simba, we got a new king here. No, that's not some mystical monster like the Baskerville dog. It's an actual dog. Cane Corso, if you need specifics. It's so big and potentially dangerous that it's banned in most countries. So if you're looking for a pup, I have bad news for you. However, if you manage to get one, you'll never regret it. This is not a dog that becomes the best friend of everyone they meet, but they are intensely loyal and protective of their own family. Good news, this snake is not venomous. Bad news, it's so large that you need an excavator to hold it. This god's creature is called boa constrictor, and it's so huge it can probably devour the whole excavator too. Interesting fact about boas, they're believed to be some of the longest lived of all snakes. In general, boa constrictors can live 35 or more years. Now check out these abs. My typical gym session ends up with a shower booth and a bunch of these dudes waiting for me to drop the soap. Luckily, I always use shower gel. By the way, if you want to identify a gorilla, pay close attention to the shape of its nose. Unique scars or marks on their faces help too. Here's one large, absolutely real, humongous animal, the blue whale, king of the animal world. Did you know that blue whales can grow as long as 75 feet? And that's in cold water, if you know what I mean. Oh, and they can weigh as much as 30 elephants. Imagine the Happy Meal size for whales. Talking about elephants, how about this fella? The bull elephant, one of the largest of its kind. Imagine what he's seen, where he's been. Absolutely total admiration and respect. This guy is so badass that he has his own smoke effects. He's prehistorically large. Not as large as a whale, of course, but still. Actually, elephants are so huge they have to eat a lot. They can spend up to 3/4 of their day just eating. Just a regular apartment in Dubai. Yes, it comes with an enormous lion. Well, there's always a price you must pay if you want to be a sheik. How about that? African people used to believe that white lions were messengers of God, and they represented purity. Don't worry, this is just a huge moose, but he won't hurt you. He'll just stare at you intimately until you piss in your pants. Don't play with these guys. Oh wait, he ran away. So who's the puss now, eh? Comparison is what matters. A grizzly bear is huge, but it looks like a baby near a Kodiak bear. Man, I'd wish to look at them in the flesh, but hopefully not in the wild. Kodiak bears are something different. They live exclusively on the islands in the Kodiak archipelago and have been isolated from other bears for about 12,000 years. If you thought polar bears could beat these two in size, you're wrong. Kodiak bears are the largest bears in the world. A large male can stand over 10 feet tall on his hind legs and 5 feet on all four legs. They weigh up to 1,500 pounds. Talking about love, check out these fellas. They even look like cousins. My favorite part is when the bear playfully bites the guy's hand. A bit harder, and this hand could be long gone. Bears have a biting force of over 1,200 psi, enough to crush a bowling ball or an iron skillet. Meet the biggest rhino in the world. Okay, I know it's a triceratops, the dinosaur, but you can't deny he's flexing better than some living creatures. Wonder where he's at now. I mean, how could such big creatures as dinosaurs disappear out of the blue? Hippos might look a bit clumsy. Some might even consider them cute, but in fact, not only do these guys boast colossal size, but they're also extremely dangerous. Some lists consider hippos the most dangerous animals in Africa. No wonder why. They are incredibly fast, powerful, and invincible. What could be better than a large snake? 3 large snakes. These babies can swallow the guy easily, but it'll take hours, maybe days, to digest him. Snakes are time-consuming eaters. By the way, these babies are nocturnal hunters. This means that they rely on heat-sensing abilities to hunt in the dark. So, long-living, huge, and hunt in the dark, perfect villain? Oh man, you could believe I'm trolling you again, but that's a real animal here. It's called Jafarabadi buffalo. It comes from India, and there are only 25,000 of these creatures worldwide. Jafarabadi is the heaviest of all the Indian breeds of buffaloes. These bullies have heavy heads with enormous thick flat horns which drop on the neck's sides and go upwards to the ears. Zang, somebody got ripped! This dude never missed Delta Day. Don't bring him to the party because he'll surely steal your girl. Kangaroos are heavy punchers and they can beat you with a tail too because it's incredibly muscular, almost like a fifth limb.
Does it have to go body or anything?
Look at that! Oh my!
What?
Classic only in Russia moment. If sheiks live in penthouses with lions, Russians live in wooden houses with bears. And I can't come up with anything more badass than this. Did you know that giraffe spots are much like human fingerprints? No two individual giraffes have exactly the same pattern. They're huge and odd-looking, but they're cute as hell too. They're some of the cutest aliens I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot, trust me. No, that's not a regular me, casually watching Netflix on a couch after a long working day of watching memes. This is a regular sunfish, a 6,000-pound giant beast that is also the heaviest bony fish ever recorded. By the way, did you know why they're called sunfish? They love to sunbathe. This particular fellow was found a few months ago near the Azores and has set a world record. Moonfish, your move. Ostrich look extremely intimidating already. Ostrich is the world's largest bird after all, but that particular birdie is also one of the biggest of its kind. Don't know why they need to hide their heads in the sand. Who would dare attack them? Ostrich is a good fighter though. When threatened, ostriches run, although their powerful long legs can be formidable weapons, capable of killing a human or a potential predator like a lion with a forward kick. This is Tommy, the towering purebred brown Swiss ox. He lives out his days at his Humans, Massachusetts farm and became famous for his sheer size but gentle demeanor. But he's not in it for the fame. He's clearly in it for the belly scratches and apples. Man, sometimes I want to be Tommy too. Haters will say this tiger is extremely fat. Rationalists would state he has big bones. But I say he's just abnormally puffy but still amazingly handsome. I would love to take a nap on his bloated belly. Who wouldn't? Ligers only exist in captivity today because the parental species habitats don't overlap in the wild. They typically grow much larger than either parent species, and we can see why. For some reason, people on the video had freaked out because of a fish drinking water like it drank all their Cola Zero supplies. Who cares if it's huge or not? Looks pretty innocent and cute to me. These guys take a huge risk playing with the lion when he's eating. Look at that girl. How dare she give butt slaps to the Jungle King? Here's an interesting fact. Lions grow impressive manes the older they get. These manes are a sign of dominance. The older they get, the darker their manes go. As well as attracting females, their manes may protect their necks and head from injuries during fights. Take a closer look at these species. Who knows, maybe they're the last of their kind. There are only 2 northern white rhinos left on the planet. Hopefully, science will find a way to save these precious animals so we can keep getting amazed by their beauty and size. Another Indian bully, but this guy weighs around 4,400 pounds. This happens when an animal is treated like a god in your homeland. It eats quite a lot. Ouch, this snake almost bit the poor fella. No wonder why it defends its eggs. Better throw it some McNuggets and leave the darn cage, dude. Sheik with his badass lion is back and wants to brag about his puppy some more. Whatever, mate, you can show it as long as you want. We love him, and he's stealing your show as always. Look at the size of this elephant. That's a real living mammoth, nothing less. You can tell he's one of the oldest in the world, too, just by looking at how his tusk is crossing. This magnificent animal has aged gracefully. By the way, did you know that elephant tusks are enlarged incisor teeth? They first appear when elephants are around 2 years old and continue growing throughout their lives. Talking about mammoths, here's another calm-looking king with amazingly crossed tusks. They might use them for fights too. Hopefully, not with humans. Did you know that elephants consider humans cute puppies? Well, my subscribers indeed are. Does that make me an elephant? I got myself a new fetish. Magnificently looking tusks and antlers. This guy looks astonishing. Just came from the bottle of Jägermeister. Now we bring you the world's biggest bulls of the Chianina breed. The Chianina is an Italian breed of cattle formerly used as a draft breed. It is now raised mainly for beef. The Chianina breed has an unsurpassed capacity for lean meat production. The meat is red and is free from waste, but still retains a marbling of fat among the muscling. It's the largest and one of the oldest cattle breeds. A full-grown baby can weigh up to 4,000 pounds and stand up to 6 feet tall. Oh yeah, Chianina looks amazing, but who can beat these guys? I found my totem animal. I mean, his horns are mental. Oh no, sorry Puffy, I completely forgot about you. By the way, if you're wondering, this guy is called Liger, and it's a hybrid offspring of a male lion and a female tiger. Yes, they do exist. It was like a dream coming true when I found out about it. Never blame them for being fatties. Ligers often suffer from obesity because they don't get enough exercise in their small habitats and cages, just like us office planktons. Oh no, snake out of the cage! Probably looking for that Harry Potter fella. Where did these glasses go? That's actually the snake with eggs from the earlier video. Guess mama got tired of her babies already. Or maybe her kids have grown up already. Most species of python will brood over their eggs while waiting for them to hatch. However, once the eggs hatch and the baby pythons emerge, the mother leaves the eggs. The snakes are on their own in the world, living or dying by their instincts. The title of Best Mom goes to this guy. Look how he feeds those babies. I mean, those tigers are huge but act so childishly, still eating milk when they can devour 3 KFC buckets in a single bite. Whoa, look at this girl, so gorgeous and elegant. And why would any girl get shamed when getting called a cow? Women, if you're getting called a cow, remember this cutie and take it as a compliment. Another advantage of being a cow, cows are very social animals. They live in small herds of 20 to 30 animals and form close friendships with other animals in their herd, constantly licking each other. Who needs girls now? Cows, you are my new friends. When you see the Beware of Dogs sign, you probably imagine this guy, for a good reason. This is Caucasian Mountain Dog or Caucasian Shepherd. Although they look scary, these huge dogs are known to be confident, watchful, loving, affectionate, and loyal family pets. Ready to buy a pup? If you are, this breed takes a whole lot of time, dedication, and training to achieve supreme obedience and manageable behavior. So if you don't have much time or space, don't do it because it'll become dangerous. Turn your headphones on. This is the music of nature, and I thought only extraterrestrial species could sound like this. You know what's good about huge animals? They also give a huge amount of love. Look at this wild fella. I can only wonder how these two met up with each other. Another King Corso for you to admire. The city needs a hero, and this guy is here to help. With such a guy in the neighborhood, criminals would be long gone. Although these guys look intimidating, Cane Corso will be very attuned to your moods and feelings and may even think they cause your happiness, grief, anger, or pride. So make sure to spread positive vibes only around them. If hippos come to the pool and say it's their turn, you better get out quickly. Even a horde of pelicans can't stop them. I mean, who would have a chance against these fellas? Hippos are the 3rd largest land mammals, losing to elephants and white rhinos. Lucky for us, hippos are herbivores, meaning they fuel their bodies with plants. On average, they eat 80 pounds of grass each night. Sounds like my regular night trip to the fridge. Casual day in Africa. A massive silverback gorilla with its baby moves through the jungle past tourists. Yeah, you better sit tight when this thing moves around. Gorillas spend a lot of time moving around their habitat in family groups known as troops, and troops can contain up to 30 gorillas, so you're lucky to meet only 2 of them. Apparently, the guy filming this video is a bow hunter, and he thought twice before shooting at this moose and passed that idea. Good decision, mate. This beast would not go down after a silly bow shot. I suppose a shotgun shot won't take it down either. By the way, a moose can dive 20 feet underwater and stay underwater for up to 30 seconds. They can also swim fairly fast considering their size, up to 6 miles an hour. Moose's hair is hollow, which helps them stay afloat while swimming. So this guy would definitely regret hitting a moose with a bow. Don't know whether to run away from it or run towards it and hug it. Just look at his eyes. He almost looks concerned, like, "Oh my God, are you okay? You've seemed to have fallen, ma'am." He ain't missing no meals either. Forget about riding horses or camels. Here's a better challenge for you. How about riding a giraffe? Not only is it the tallest living terrestrial animal in the world, but it's also insanely badass. A girl would love that in your Instagram feed, or better yet, invite her to some romantic evening on a giraffe ride. You'll never miss. A regular snake moment, a fella grazing around looking for mice to catch. I suppose that's the best way to finish this video. And that's your lot for the world's biggest animals. Did the size of any of these animals surprise you? Or have you met any of these giant animals in the wild? Please do share your experiences in the comments section below. Thanks!